same coats. I'm sure all of you are interesting and have wonderful things about you. But looking at you in the street, you all look so much the same. Try and express yourselves better.
Is it stream?
Okay. We're streaming, sweetie.
We're live?
Take your seat, yep. We're
I
live.
didn't know. Otherwise, I would have never done this.
I know, that's why I told you that. I figured you didn't know.
Yeah. You went, what? So they've been hearing me the whole time.
No, just when you walked in. Alright, how's it going, folks?
And how am I supposed to get through? You got like
Very carefully.
chair.
Got it?
Then
Alright.
it actually looks good.
Okay. Alright, how's it going, folks? Appreciate your patience again. We are back and at it again for episode 29.
You should get one a year. Another one.
I did get me one.
You did?
You're sitting on it.
No, another one I need.
Oh, I see.
So we can both have one and not argue over it. Can you push me in a little bit?
Yeah, we don't argue with it. I just give it to you. I've never asked for it.
I know.
What are you talking about then?
I was just saying.
You mean just so I can have one?
Yeah, so you don't.
Alright, well, welcome back. Like I said, we're here, episode 29, and if you've been following us and watching any of our podcasts, welcome back. We appreciate it. Can I see that?
For some reason, the salt in the bottom is not mixing.
Sugar?
Yeah.
It just takes a sec. You just gotta keep mixing it. It will. But yeah, here we are again, and we got some things to chat about. Got some things to review, and we got a book to read, and some, profound or thought-provoking, rather, topics to discuss as well. So stick around, ask us some questions, chime in if you got anything you want to ask or kind of just contribute to the conversation. Feel free. That's what we got the stream for. What's up?
It was all wrapped up.
Okay.
This was all wrapped up.
Don't distract us now. Let's focus, all right?
Here, do it.
I'll take that.
Because it's hot. Come on.
So before we get started, that's the first time you've wore that shirt. I've bought that.
You should have worn yours.
Why don't you show the viewers what it looks like, and we'll have you stand up and show them the front side. Yeah, we've had this for like 3-4 months now. This is the first time you wore it because it was a little too big on you. It still kind of is, but it's not really. It's not too bad, right?
Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, we got our custom merch, and
I have my shirt under
nice.
to keep me warm, and so when I just put it off.
We got some bigger sizes too. I got a bunch. We got some adult sizes, small, medium, larges, and white ones as well.
Do you have a 5 size?
I don't know, sweetie. But yeah, turn around and show them the back. I basically
And
we
it
put
says-
some of the quotes that Malia has done. This is I don't know if this is from one of the first 5 episodes. I want to say it was one of the earlier episodes where Malia was talking about we were talking about veganism a little bit, and she made the statement that we're animals too, and so I thought that was kind of cute.
And my
And
book
we
says
put it on the
we
back.
are animals.
So yeah,
I already know what it says.
I'll push you back.
I read it once.
Okay, be careful. All right, so yeah.
Sure, bro. Next, when it's how about like this would be cool if we have a snow globe of every month that has a summer
Snow globe for every month,
for like the
seasons or something.
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna say okay.
Like, we
Yeah.
have
So 4 of them for every year. We'll have a snow globe for.
Yeah, like
Spring.
we already have a but all we need is just a spring and summer.
You make a good point. Maybe I've never seen
I mean,
summer-based snow globes. For some reason, it's always.
no, I have.
Have you?
I found one on Stitch on the surfboard. On Netflix.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that one's the only one though.
You're
like
right.
when we get it, if we can, we could put snow globe until after summer,
Totally.
and then and put the next one.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
We already have some. We just need a couple. Who
You got
wants
some
to-
fantastic ideas. You know that?
Like, who would want to see this when they stare at us? So I wanted like something right here.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I think. You know, it's
could
a little
remind us of,
professional.
like-
Except for the hair on it.
Well, it has hairs all over it.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
can't see that.
All right, so real quick, let me do the plugs for the
YouTube.
platforms that we're on. Let's give it to them.
YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and
That's really it.
yeah, that is it. We don't have that.
We don't have
Apple.
Spotify or Apple, yeah.
Apple.
So, well, we could, but it's just I haven't taken the time to
We should put
upload
this-
every single one
Dad,
because
we should put this right here.
I will. All right, so before we get started and start getting into topics, let's go ahead and review or go over, take a look at the tea that we're going to be drinking for the tea time topic for today. It's another new one. You want to show that to them and then I'll read the ingredients? No, I'm going to stir that while you hold that up for a sec.
I can't read it.
Yeah, I can't either. I think it's called Puka.
Jinx.
Jinx, dang it. So yeah, this one I'm interested in. Have you tasted it yet?
No, I
Okay.
can't remember. It's hot.
It doesn't have a strong smell,
Here's
so I'm
this
kind
one.
of curious.
It's probably called Puka. Probably Pata.
Think it's Puka?
No,
You don't think Puka is the correct way to say it?
I think Puka.
Kind of weird to say Puka.
Puka seems more than Puka. 'Cause
Don't
it
be a
sounds
Puka.
like, don't be a Puka. It makes sense to don't puke.
Don't puke, yeah.
That means that.
All right, so let me read off the ingredients and give a little description of this. So the flavor apparently is called love. And the way they described it is a heartwarming touch of rose, chamomile, and lavender. All right, what do we got in the ingredients in this bad boy? So we got some chamomile flower, some lime flower, elderflower, marigold flower, licorice root, rose flower, and lavender flower. That's pretty much it. Pretty basic. I noticed these organic teas. They are just pretty simple with the ingredients, which I like. It's caffeine free, so I like that.
You even said you might need caffeine.
Yeah, I said that earlier because I was yawning. I must have yawned like 10 times in a row
It was
on the
because
ride home.
I kept yawning.
You started it, yeah. You got me yawning, and
That's probably why.
so, anyways, that's the tea we're gonna be drinking today. Let me go ahead and take a sip. Give you a quick
Tastes
little.
good.
Does it?
Yeah, that's what I said. Why can't, like, if you needed it, we would bring 2 spoons up so you wouldn't have to go down. That's what I meant. So if you needed it while I was doing it.
And it's weird because it actually tastes exactly how it smells. There's not a strong smell to it, and there's not a strong flavor or taste to it. It's kind of It's almost bland and almost too bare.
It tastes. You taste this. You gave me a lot of that, so it
Sugar?
tastes. Of sugar, so it tastes good.
I didn't give you a lot. I give you the normal amount, which is like 2 teaspoons.
Almost about 3.5. 2.5. It tastes.
That's pretty good though. I mean, if you want something that really doesn't have like a strong flavor to it, that's pretty perfect. It's good, and it's with the perfect amount of sugar in there. It's just a nice soothing taste. But I like that. I'm gonna drink a little bit more here before I get talking. Before I get dry mouth.
Like soup.
Yeah.
To me.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, taste mine.
Taste yours? It's the same as mine. Taste your sugar levels is what you're saying?
It's probably not. Because it mostly tastes like sugar. It mostly tastes like sugar to me.
You have a little more sugar than me.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I was going to say. You gave me a little bit too much.
You are correct.
Yeah. So I was right on that one.
You were right on the nose.
Yeah, because it tastes like sugar. That's it. And I go like, that is kind of weird.
Okay, so that'll cover the tea that we're going to be drinking for tea time topics here, and let's go ahead and just start getting right into it. Seems like we're scrambling for time. An hour goes by just like that. I'm so used to my 2-hour episodes on the virus where I have a little more time. Even that goes by fast sometimes, but these hours I've noticed it's already time to wrap it up, right? Mm-hmm. It seems like they go pretty quick. I mean, already we're 12 minutes in. So. Because
we're always late sometimes.
We were on time this time. I mean, it was like 7:03 or something like that. So
3 minutes.
3 minutes late. It's not too bad. It's because we're waiting on you.
Well, I'm sorry, but I had to go pee-pee.
I know. I forgive you. It's perfectly okay.
Like, all right. I was the grown-up and you had to go to the bathroom.
I put that? Oh, okay. I know why I put that.
What?
Okay, well, we better start getting into this. Yeah. We got some review. Okay, so we got a new topic I'm going to introduce in here, and we're going to call it the dynamic discussion, all right? It's just going to be usually something that me and Malia will think about during the week that we want to talk about. And then we got the review section. We're going to try sticking with this frequency of reading books and reviewing books. I kind of like that. I think it's really cool, especially with the books that we've been reading lately and getting. They just have a lot of good meaning in it, and quite frankly, any adult can get value out of these books that we're reading right now.
What if we were doing a chapter book? Would it matter?
If we were doing that, we would do a chapter each episode or something, like which I'm totally down for. That'd be cool.
Like the Babysitter's Club. You could read, and I could try to read some after you're done.
Yeah, we
reading
could do that
after the podcast.
We'll be real selective on the books that we review, because I think the ones that we're reviewing, like I was just saying, are real meaningful and they have good messages to them, and really anybody of all ages can really benefit from the type of messages that are coming out of these books. So,
did I tell you that?
Are you sidetracking me? Is this important?
No.
Okay, I thought you were going to say something about this. What's up?
Yeah, I was going to say something about that.
What's up?
I forgot I told you this, but I think I might have told you this. You asked me a question about how many hours are in a days in a year.
Mm-hmm. And you've seen up there
365.
Oh yeah, you cheated.
No, that's so hard. Not even 2-year-old will know that.
Well, no, not a 2-year-old. Okay, let's move on. So we're gonna get into the book of the day. That's a topic. I'll read a quick book, and then kind of we'll talk about real briefly what kind of message they're sending to the book. That's going to be part of the review. We'll review those. Review section is going to consist of either a material and or a movie that we watched, or something else that we reviewed in the last week. So we're going to do that, and then we're actually going to get to the tea time topic, which is just another topic and discussion. And that's really how we're going to wrap it up. So without wasting any time, let's get into the dynamic discussion. And today's topic for that is going to be trust. This was Malia's suggestion. for this topic.
We probably already did it, but we didn't talk about trust.
We've talked about trust a few times on one of these episodes.
Yeah, but we haven't talked about really into it.
We hadn't made it an official topic, yeah. And so now that we're starting to get a little more structure into our podcasts and a little more direction, we're going to make this a topic. So yeah, let's talk about trust a little bit. I'm going to ask you questions, Moya, so don't get too involved with your tea there. What does trust mean to you?
Not lying to people.
Yeah, it can mean not lying to people. What else does it mean?
Having good trust with them. With the person.
Mm-hmm. Having good trust. Yeah. What is that? What's another way of saying that, though? What is having good trust with people? What does that mean to you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
That's the only two ways.
Maybe just like having a good relationship where trust is kind of, I think I know you know what it is. You might just have a hard time finding the words to explain what it is. Can you stop fidgeting with stuff, though? I want you to actually have a conversation with me, okay? All right. I don't want things on the table to be a way for you to distract yourself from our conversation, all right? We can have time to fidget with stuff over the review section, but there is times in this podcast where I would like to actually have a conversation with you. All right? Just like we do in normal life. And I know it's hard for kids, I know sometimes, but if you think about it, you can just slow time down and let's talk. All right? So trust is, what's up?
Oh, I thought it was shaped like that.
You good? You comfortable?
No, I thought it was supposed to go up like that. Where does it goes?
You have to lean back.
No, I'm trying to get it up.
Yeah, you gotta pull that lever, lean back to unlock it.
No. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm off.
Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Are you focused now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just too low.
Lean back too much, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like mine like that. Get you more comfy. All right. So trust, yeah, it's trust. I'll tell you what it means to me, and then maybe I'll come back to you and ask you the same question or a different question. So trust for me is something that's very important between one person to the next, as far as a relationship goes. It's very important for trust to be established with people that you care about, because you need to be able to trust that what they're saying to you, what they're suggesting to you, the advice they're giving you, the things that they're showing you is the best thing for you because they care about you. And when you can kind of share that relationship with somebody, trust is really the bonding agent for a good relationship. The second thing would be communication. You get those two in a relationship, the trust and the communication, that's an unstoppable duo, if you will. That's a dynamic duo, if you will. There we go. Where's the drum set?
I don't have it.
I know.
Speaking of drums.
That's not sidetrack.
I know.
We could talk about that later.
Okay.
So trust is very important, all right? And I think it's important that kids and children have someone they can trust, have someone they can talk to, have someone that they can trust will show them the correct way, and just basically someone that they can trust. And that can be tough for children sometimes if they see inconsistencies too. But that's in a nutshell, without getting too deep into it. Trust is a very important factor when you're having a relationship with someone that you care about. So I guess, what are some ways that trust? Do you have someone that you can trust in your life? I'm trying to ask you some simplified questions here. Who are the people in your life that you can trust?
You.
Okay, so me. How many people that you can think of all together that you can trust?
Everyone.
Everyone? Right, I'm asking for you to be a little more specific, though.
Oh my god. My whole
Are
family.
your cousins? Your whole family? Okay. Okay. And why do you trust so many people?
Because they're my family.
Because you're your family? Okay, that's honest.
I wouldn't tell a stranger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I would almost encourage. I value everything you're saying. I would almost encourage you to kind of focus on the people that you trust to be the people that are in your immediate circle. That someone you see very frequently, someone you see all the time, someone that makes it very clear that they have your best interest, whether it be your safety or, advice on things in life that are the best thing for you. Because to be honest, you can have family members. In my personal experience, you can have family members that you can't trust. And that's not to say that you can't trust them your whole life, but there's definitely times in my life where I've had family members that I couldn't trust. And like I said, maybe now that I could trust those individuals, but there has definitely been times where I could not trust family.
like who?
I don't want to name names. That's not really cool to start shooting off names like that. I'm just telling you off the top of my head that you want to be careful who you put your trust fully in all the time. I'm not telling you to not trust your family. I'm just saying focus your trust more on the people that are close to you, that make it very clear they care about you, make it very clear that they're doing the best for you, they're making better, the best decisions for you, they're guiding you with good advice and guiding you with good direction in life. All right?
Well, then it would be you,
Okay.
of course. The first one would
Thank
be
you. I really appreciate that too.
The second one, two, would be Tom and Grandma.
Why did that happen?
Because it's been sitting for a while. We don't need
I
that
hate when that
anyways.
happens.
We
No,
don't
I
need
just
anyways.
gotta shut it for a second. All right.
And then Tom's parents,
Tom's parents, your great grandparents, they would be basically.
my great grandparents,
Okay.
Grandma,
Chuck and Margaret.
Chuck and Margaret.
Yeah, I would say they're pretty trustworthy people.
You should just move your mouse around.
What's going on here? There we go.
See?
We are having a malfunction.
It's okay.
I don't know why the computers do that every so often. Okay, we're back. All right. Well, that's good. I'm glad you started kind of going off the list of people that you trust. And I think it's very important. So, what about who should you be careful of trusting? Not you in particular, but anybody. Who would you say? Is there any type of situation or person that you would think of that you wouldn't trust?
To be honest, if I think about it, only Corey.
Oh, that's pretty honest. I didn't mean you personally. I actually meant just like in general, somebody. Like if you were to tell, like if a child came up to you and said, "Hey, Malia, who should I not trust, or who should I be careful about putting my trust into?" Would you have advice for someone like that?
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
I would tell them, don't talk to strangers.
Okay, that's good.
And if you see a gun... Oh, no, that doesn't count.
What were you going to say, though?
I was going to say, if you see a gun, stop, don't touch, run away, tell a grown-up.
That's pretty good advice. Did you learn that in school?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Last
glad
year.
they're teaching that in school. That's very good
the
advice.
principal goes in there and she showed this story.
What story?
She shows about, it's just little crazy people,
Yeah.
just birds and stuff to do the story, and then they show a gun,
Uh-huh.
and then they go like, there's a gun, and then they almost touch it and like, stop, don't touch, run away, tell a grown up.
That's cool.
And they kept watching it over and over and over.
That's actually very good advice.
We watched it like 5 times in a row.
That's very good advice, and I'm happy to hear that. I didn't know about this, so I'm really happy that they're taking it upon themselves to give gun safety advice to children in school on a frequency. That's really cool.
They
like
also
that.
do that lockdown thing where you go lock down, sit on the floor next to the desk, all in line.
Yeah, that's good advice too. Yeah, in case something bad happens at school.
I mean, if
safe.
trolls were real, even Hilda was right in the movie. Going under the desk wouldn't do anything.
Is that what Hilda said?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can agree with her.
It
would hide you for a sec, yeah.
Yeah, but you would have to run away.
Yeah.
Tell someone.
But when we're talking about trolls, they might be able to smell you.
No.
No, they can't. They don't have good scent.
And then if I had a baby troll and the mama smelled her baby, I would give it a good
And then you might be their friend after that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
You might have gained the troll's trust after that.
Yeah.
And then you guys would have formed a trust relationship.
Well, they never seen each other until they got lost in the forest.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, well, we talked about trust with the parents a little bit there. Friends, what kind of friends should you trust? What would to you a good friend look like or be like for you to trust them?
My friend Soraya, because me and her used to be friends all the time.
Yeah? What makes you trust her? Because you've been through a lot? You've been through things together, maybe? So you spent a lot of time with her.
Mm-hmm.
Does she show that she cares about you?
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Like, someone wouldn't show care to me, and I know that if they weren't sharing.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope. Some people just don't know how to share, or they just aren't taught how to share. So that doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't trust them, or that they can't be trusted. And sometimes people just aren't taught things like that, you know? Well, that's good. So it sounds like you have an idea of the type of friends you trust and kind of what kind of friends you want to put your trust in.
And that would be my friend. I can't think of any more besides Zoe.
Nice.
You mean me?
Didn't we make a necklace for her? Remember?
No, I didn't make a necklace for her.
Oh, a bracelet. I'm sorry. Remember we made a bracelet for her?
Yeah, but I broke it, remember?
And then we made another one. We made two.
We made two, and then I couldn't find it, so it's probably still in the house.
Oh.
It's already probably broken in the house.
Come on, I made that for no reason?
Why, you made it for a reason.
All right. She didn't know that, though. It took the time to make that precious bracelet, and she didn't even get it.
Yeah, well, we can do it again.
Okay. That's true.
We should have done BFF, not Zoe.
Or both. Zoe space BFF.
Jinx.
All right, last question on trust. You talked about lying. So it sounds like you're very educated on the fact that lying really destroys the trust. What does lying do for trust? What happens when someone lies to someone that cares about them? What happens to the trust? What would you say, what kind of trust is there now?
A bad trust?
Yeah, there's a bad trust.
No trust?
There's no trust, yeah. Can that trust be rebuilt?
Yes. After some time. After some years.
It could be years. It's different for everybody, sweetie. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's people that will never let people gain their trust back. Sometimes people, it's different. Some people, it might take a year. Some people it might take 10 years. And that's also why it's very important to not lie to the people that you trust. And lying is kind of one of those things that's a huge learning curve for children. It's part of, children, they lie, people lie.
It's kind of hard on my back.
But it's better to, it's better not to do that. It's better to be transparent and tell people what's on your mind, be honest, especially to the ones that care about you and the ones you care about. Because exactly. You want to make sure that trust, that bonding is not broken. Because if the trust is shattered, you've basically separated, and now it's a long process. You're going to have to prove yourself. Because now, whenever you say something, the person that you told a lie to before might think you're lying again. You see what I'm saying? How this can be problematic. You can't expect someone to trust you after you've lied, because now they might think that everything you're saying is a lie. And so that's how trust plays a huge important factor in how lying can really just shatter that trust. What's up?
Scoot up, please. I thought it was gonna work, but it felt uncomfortable for me.
Okay. Well, I think we covered a lot of topics on the trust subject. I really appreciate you giving me your insight on that. So let's get on to the review section, and let's go over the things you got there. What you got?
This one is from this year, and
what do you mean this year? What was the occasion? Christmas? Okay.
And my dad got it because he was the only one that gave me presents. And then my grandma gave me a lot of presents. And then Mom.
There was more than other people got you presents.
I know.
And why'd you say that?
And then Mom got me presents, but I wasn't with her. Otherwise, I probably would have opened them.
I'm sure you'll still get them, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. She could have sent them.
Yeah, but back to this. Good point. You're right. What is it?
Crystal, I think.
You want to hold it up and?
I'm gonna do too.
You want me to? Okay. You remember what kind of rock this is?
Amethyst?
It is an amethyst. You are correct.
I knew it started with AM.
So this is pretty cool. This was on Malia's Christmas list that she gave me.
Wish list.
She handed me a Christmas list this year, and I went and found almost everything that she asked for.
Do you remember?
And this is really cool, actually.
I
Amethyst
like that.
is my birthstone, by the way. In February.
I should have bought it for you if I knew.
Yeah, well, now you know. You can get me an amethyst.
Oh, I know when your birthday is. February 1st.
It's like the easiest birthday to remember.
So it's kind of hard for me.
Right? It is?
Yeah.
Just right now. It'll get easier.
I don't even remember my new cousin.
Your new cousin?
You know who it is. Mothy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Moffy?
Moffy. I can't say it.
You say Mothy?
Sorry.
It was with the F. Moffy.
Mothla.
Moffy.
Moffy. Please.
Don't disrespect people's names like that. What if someone said Mahia or Malia?
That actually seems funny.
It's not cool, right?
It seems funny though.
All right.
Did you show it? Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I didn't know what you asked me there. All right, so that's the amethyst. What you got there? Should you explain what that is?
A troll rock. A troll rock.
It's a rock with a troll on it, right?
Poppy.
Okay. Why don't we show the viewers what's going on there? Don't hog it all to yourself.
I can't hold it. It's too heavy.
All right. So looks like someone painted a troll.
You know who it's from, right? It's Mom. Mom's friend when she was in court and stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
What's this say?
DJ was her name.
Wait, that actually makes sense because look at. There was a girl in here that was green and she was like a DJ too. That's funny.
It's pretty
this
cool.
This is 2 years ago and look at my picture right there.
Is it really 2 years ago? I'm saying.
2 years ago.
Yeah, I'll be dang.
And then look at that one.
Put 2 hands on that though. That's so heavy.
And then that one says 200.
Yep, 2018. Very, very, very cool. Okay, let's review. Me and you watched a couple movies.
I was gonna review the book.
That's
first.
next. We still got this in the section. Be careful, sweetie. All right.
Sorry, I didn't know I was doing that.
Pay attention to what you're doing. Focus. All right. So we watched a couple movies. Actually, we watched one of these movies. It was called Rim of the Earth. It's an older movie. I think it's a few years old. And we watched it, God, 3-4 weeks ago now.
It's kind of inappropriate.
Yeah, it was about 3 or 4 weeks old. 3 or 4 weeks ago when we watched this, and we just haven't.
Like
I forgot that we didn't review it. So, anyways, it is one of those movies that I don't know how I missed this, but the ratings on the rating of the movie I always miss, or I just don't understand it. You know what I mean? Something that's PG, apparently you can use bad words in or something. I don't know. I just think things are kid appropriate. They end up just being so. There's a lot of profanity in it. I'm like, and usually it doesn't happen until we're like halfway in the movie. I'm like, what are we gonna do now?
And then in the beginning, they showed KISS.
Kissing? Yeah. So usually when that happens, I gotta have this talk with Malia. I don't hardly ever let her watch movies with profanity in it. But
didn't know though.
When we get into a movie like that and we commit to it and we end up finishing it, even though there is some profanity in it, I just have that conversation with her, like, hey, especially when there's kids, setting that example in the movie. I explained to her, like, hey,
and then the middle finger and stuff.
Things like that. Yeah, I let her know, like, hey, this is not the way to behave. These kids, the way they're behaving is inappropriate. This is not something you should be repeating. So
remember how I got my bad manners?
No, how did you get your bad manners?
Tom and Jerry.
Is that how?
Remember Tom and Jerry? The cat is Tom.
Mm-hmm.
The mouse is Jerry. They're always mad to each other because they're enemies. The mouse is the enemy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The cat is the enemy to the mouse.
Yeah, I guess you can get bad manners in there.
The mouse is the.
So basically,
Right.
Rim of the Earth was really cool. Just basically in a nutshell, it's about some kids that end up, the world is taken over by aliens and they're, killing off everybody. And these kids somehow acquire from an astronaut falling out of the sky, out of the universe or solar system, that they acquire this key card or something that enables them to.
Key.
Is it a key?
It was just a key.
Yeah, it's basically the tool that they need to destroy the aliens or something. But I thought it was a very good show. It's got cool graphics on it, and
But
the concept
bad
is
words.
cool. Bad words.
A lot of bad words like Cobra Kai, but not as much.
Yeah, and so I liked it because I like the movies that show kids that are kind of being heroic and kind of stepping up to the plate, and it did have a good message to it aside from the profanity and comedy, the comic relief in there. But other than that, it was a pretty good movie, and like I said, it's got a good concept to it. I thought it was pretty cool. What'd you think of it? You liked it?
It was good. I'll give it half.
One of those? I give it 2 thumbs up. I thought it was really good.
What with the KISS
With the kissing, yeah, I can look past the kissing.
and the bad words?
And the bad words, yes, I can look past that. Like I said, I just understand that it's kids that are behaving inappropriately, and this is not something that I value, but it's also something I understand. You know what I mean? So it doesn't make it a bad movie.
And then
You gotta watch shows and understand that it's not real life. Okay, when you can do that, it's all fake on TV. Okay, when you understand that,
You could do it in real life though.
you could, but a lot of times you usually don't want to do a lot of the things that they're doing and behaving the way they
Like
behave.
they were doing guns, but not the girls.
Yeah, exactly. But it was a good movie. What about that new movie? It was like a spin-off from Shark Boy and Lava Girl. You probably seen it on Netflix, called We Can Be Heroes. What'd you think about that?
We can be heroics.
Did you like the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what'd you like about it?
About how they saved the planet.
Yeah, same concept, really, huh? As Rim of the Earth. It kind of is by aliens too.
It is actually aliens.
It's the same concept. The
But
same
it was,
theme.
but it wasn't going hard. That it was a test. Remember?
Yeah, it ended up being
Yeah.
a test. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the girl that couldn't talk, she could though. The trawler was the leader. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
I like Guppy the most, and the singer girl,
Okay, those are your two favorite.
cause she can
superheroes?
tread water and stuff. But she needs
That was cool.
Cause like she did the shark, and then she kept moving it around to make a girl.
So she was, and that girl was Shark Boy and
Guppy.
Lava Girl's daughter, right?
Yeah, Guppy.
That's right.
They're grown-ups by then. Go like, how is that possible?
Because they grew up. People grow up.
Then why should they have another story about it?
Them growing up. I mean, yeah, that's a great idea. The origin of.
They should have said they're
Well, no,
already.
they had an origin story. That's right.
They should have said they're already married. Because they did say that. They are.
But I thought it was pretty good. It's a pretty good kid show. Like I said, I enjoyed that one too. It's got good messages in it, and it's good watch for kids. That one was very appropriate for kids. There's no
I mean,
profanity or anything
or
inappropriate in there.
about this is the only thing that was bad.
I mean, there might have been some stuff, but it wasn't as
But
bad
it
as Rim
wasn't
of the
as
Earth.
bad as like the guns and
Yeah.
whatever.
So check it out if you haven't seen it, and if you like that kind of low budget hero movies. We Can Be Heroes is, like I said, just a spin-off of Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Well, you should watch Shark Boy and Lava Girl first.
If you want to, yeah, and we'll review that because we actually didn't see Shark Boy and Lava Girl until
Yeah,
after we've seen this. So we'll review that another time. So that wraps up our review section. Let's go ahead and move on to the book of the day.
And it's called How Do You Do with a Problem? What do you do with a problem? I mean, I'm like, whoa, that's cool.
Good job.
Look at it.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
All right, sweetheart. We need to make sure we make use of our time here. I want to get through the book. All right, so let me read this off. Hopefully it's not too long here. So, the back. Well, let's start with this. Like Malia said, what do you do with a problem? This is also by the same author as the last book we just read.
Yeah, the 4 whole books besides Dad by My Side are all the exact same authors.
Same author.
Grandma
I love
looked at.
that. That's why I actually was I grabbed 2 books, and then the lady in the store said, hey, if you like that kind of stuff, there's 2 other books you might like, and that's how I got the other 2. So it's a great recommendation by the lady that worked there. All right,
You
so
got 5 books.
Nice. Yeah, I got the other one. We'll review all of them, so don't give them away. All right, this is today's book. What do you do with a problem? It is written by Kobe Yamada, illustrated by May Beeson, or Bessem. And basically what it says here on the back is, what are problems for? They challenge us, shape us, push us, and help us to discover just how strong and brave and capable we really are. Even though we don't always want them, problems have a way of changing us in unexpected ways. So what will you do with your problem? Now, that's up to you. I already like it.
How can you already like it when you didn't even read it?
Because I could tell the message is good, and I like the artwork already. All right. I don't know how it happened, but one day I had a problem. I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it. I really didn't like having a problem, but it was there. Why is it here? What does it mean? Excuse me. Why is it here? What does it want? What do you do with a problem? I thought. I wanted to make it go away. I shooed it. I scowled at it. I tried ignoring it, but nothing worked. I started to worry about my problem. What if it swallows me up? This is cool. I like this picture here. It shows what this blob of this entity is basically representing his problem that he's having, which is just hovering over his head.
How come you get to put your foot up there, though?
I kind of have to. My knee is bothering me, and I want to straighten my leg out. So
Well, when I get out of here,
when you get old like me and your body doesn't want to cooperate, you gotta do things like that. Okay. What if my problem sneaks up and gets me? Yeah, this is interesting. They're basically showing the problem.
I wonder if they'll say what the problem is.
Alright, so I already got ideas of what we can talk about on this. Okay. What if it takes away all of my things? I worried a lot. I worried about what would happen. I worried about what could happen. I worried about this and I worried about that. And the more I worried, the bigger my problem became.
That's pretty big.
I wished it would just disappear. I tried everything I could. I tried everything I could to hide from it. I even found ways to disguise myself, but it still found me. I like this, all the animals here.
They're all staring at him. They're all staring at him.
This one too.
This one's like,
The problem's actually got his arm wrapped around this animal. See that?
a bear. It's
It
a
looks
bear.
like a bear, huh?
Because look at it in the back. It was on the back. It showed.
And the more I avoided my problem, the more I saw it everywhere. I thought about it all the time. I didn't feel good at all. This is cool, really cool artwork.
That's so big.
I couldn't take it anymore. This has to stop, I declared. Maybe I was making my problem bigger and scarier than it actually was. After all, my problem hadn't really swallowed me up or attacked me.
Should have done it.
I realized that I had to face it. So even though I didn't want to, even though I was really afraid, I got ready and I tackled my problem. That is awesome. When I got face to face with it, I discovered something. My problem wasn't what I thought it was. I discovered it had something beautiful inside. My problem held an opportunity. It was an opportunity for me to learn and to grow, to be brave, to do something. It showed me that it was important to look closely because some opportunities only come once. Malia, don't fidget so much, please. So now I see problems differently. I'm not afraid of them anymore because I know their secret. Every problem has an opportunity for something good. You just have to look for it. I like how it got brighter. The pages got
Oh, look
brighter.
at, you can notice. Luckily, that's empty. You can see, if you see it really close, you can see a rainbow right there.
And the whale.
That's a whale?
Yeah, see it?
Oh, that is a whale.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, and then a baby whale.
Yeah, it is a baby whale.
But she's alright in the water.
That's it. Every problem has an opportunity for something good. You just have to look for it. What a great book and a fantastic message. Yeah, really good. I enjoyed that. I really like that author.
I like this page.
And the artwork is fantastic too. It's different. I think it's a different
I like this
artist for this book.
I don't remember the page, but I remember. It's this one.
Says we got 10 minutes. What are you showing us?
I like this one. This is my favorite.
It's your favorite page right here? Oops, I lost it.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so that is your favorite page. I like that one too. I like the detail on all these toys and.
It looks like, so that looks like a deer. Look at it. If you look at it, it looks like a deer.
Mm-hmm. It is a deer sitting on a brontosaurus, ringing a bell.
Brontosaurus,
A little triceratops.
Then, do you see that?
Yeah. No, this is really good artwork.
It says light. It doesn't. Light.
Well, very cool. Let's talk about this a little bit. This is a great. I actually really enjoyed that book. How did you like that book?
Yeah.
What's up?
More tea.
Yeah. You can. So what'd you think? You liked it, you said?
Yeah.
So this kind of really dovetails into the tea time topic, which is basically what I wrote down was challenges, problems, and fears. That's exactly what that book is about. The problems that this boy was facing, how it just felt like it was this entity hovering him. He was hiding from it. This is a great depiction of what a lot of people do. They hide from what their problems are, which is usually what they're scared of, and usually is a challenge to overcome. Which is why I can really appreciate the artwork that was in there. The fact that they showed it hovering over his head, they showed him hiding from it, they showed it sucking up problems, and all of this he found out was just in his own head, and it actually was something that was so rewarding once he faced it and powered through it and solved that problem. So I got a lot of value from that, and that's kind of what I was talking about, like these books that we're reading, and more particularly from from the author Kobe Yamada and anybody who kind of writes like that. Those are valuable messages for anybody of all ages, and so I really like that. It's right along the lines of self-improvement. What do you think about, what kind of challenges do you have to face, Malia, that you can think of? What's a problem that you've had to face, that you've had to overcome or work through?
Actually, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, I put you on the spot. You better be ready to answer some questions. That's why you shouldn't be fidgeting. You should get a little more in the zone and kind of get ready to use your brain. When you're sitting there playing around with stuff constantly, you're not focused. And then when I ask you a question like that, you're just caught off guard. So let's have a conversation, because there's plenty of problems that you've dealt with. What's a problem you're facing now?
Riding a bike.
Okay. What else?
Diving.
Okay.
I knew you were gonna say. I knew it was gonna probably.
I didn't say anything. I'm asking you to tell me what your problems are.
I thought you sounded it like you
like I was trying to draw that out of you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I forgot about that. You're right. You're having a problem diving still, but that's one of them. What else? What are some other problems you're facing? It doesn't have to necessarily be a physical task. A lot of problems are more mental too.
Right. Yeah. Painting rocks and messing it up.
Yeah. Okay. Communicating. What about things like that? Like just real life stuff, not necessarily a physical activity. What are some things you struggle with? Are you scared of things? Yeah. So that's a problem, because you got to learn how to overcome that fear, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the nice thing about being scared of something is when you do face it and you overcome it, you feel like $1 million when you come through it. You feel very powerful. You feel empowered would be a better word for that. You feel like you've made a huge accomplishment, because you have. So yeah, I think a lot of problems can be also considered a fear, something we're afraid of, something we're scared of, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you getting tired? Is that why you're dazing off over there?
No, I'm messing with my hair. I'm trying to make it straight, because feel it. On the bottom, it's like tingling.
It's like rough. What's going on here? You got something in your hair. Oh, no, you didn't. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the hard.
Felt like you got something in your hair there. Okay.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Well, I gotta stop doing that. The mic picks up. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, this is great. I'm glad you. Since I asked you questions, let me tell you some of the things I'm afraid of. I guess I'm afraid of getting comfortable
In the home.
in my mind. Anywhere. Yes, being comfortable in a renting situation is a fear,
Like
but
right now.
I'm more focused on the mind right now. All right. Getting comfortable with things that are working them kind of just working themselves out normally, or just uncomfortable means when nothing changes really. I'm afraid of nothing ever changing. All right. And it used to be where it was the opposite. I used to be afraid of changes because I wanted to be comfortable. And so it's kind of weird. As you grow up, your fears kind of turn into something different sometimes. But me personally, yeah, my fear is being comfortable. Even sometimes I'll have that thought of, fear of failing, but the thing about that is I understand the fear of failing is something that has to happen. So I do not let that fear. So some of these fears I work through. This is an example of me facing my fears, right? If I'm afraid of failing at something, usually I know that's a great reason that I have to do it, whether I fail at it or not. Most cases, even if I know I'm going to fail at it, I want to just do it and fail quick and just get through it, rebound, pick myself up, and do it again.
Why would you want to fail?
It's not that I want to fail on purpose. It's that I'm expecting to fail, because a lot of times you have to go through the experience of it before you understand that you can fail at it, or that what you fail at can easily be fixed. Does that make sense?
Kinda.
So it's the what ifs. When people start thinking about what if this happened, what if that happened,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. Those are the things that feed your fear. Those are the things that keep keep the problem of fear there, and you're never going to face it. It's just like the cloud over the boy's head. Think of that as being him talking to himself like, oh my God, what if this, what if that, what if this happens, you know what I mean? And then he tries to forget about it, like, whatever, I'm not even going to worry about it right now. Well, it's going to follow you. It's always going to come up until you actually face your fears. It will always find you. It knows where you're hiding. It knows where you're at. Your fears will always come right in front of your face and make you face it. So you can either avoid it and make this process so long that you never grow from it, or you can immediately face it, go through it. Maybe you don't fail. Maybe you do, and you pick yourself right back up and you go at it again. And then maybe you fail again and you pick yourself back up and do it again. But then maybe the next time you actually succeed at it, and that failure has now been overcome. That fear has been overcome. Now you feel real powerful, right? Does that make more sense now? Mm-hmm. Surely have you ever done anything that you were scared of, and then when you did it, you felt really good about it? Can think of?
When going in the dark. Yeah.
Doing what?
Going in the dark because I'm scared of.
Going in the dark? That's a good example, actually.
Scared of the dark.
You're scared of the dark? So what did you?
Also because I don't want to get bumped into anything and hurt myself. That's why.
Is that really why? Oh, okay.
And I'm also scared of the dark too.
But why? I think you know why. I think like real hard in the back of your head, like why? What were some? Even if it's a silly reason, it's fine. I just want to know what an honest reason of why you're scared of the dark. I was also scared of the dark. So
Because ghosts.
Ghosts, okay.
My friend, the teacher at, I'm not going to say the name, but I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay, why don't you speak up? We're not whispering here.
Sorry.
Are you afraid of speaking up about your fears? Is that why you're whispering?
No.
Okay. Well, I appreciate. Kinda. That's honest. That's on. All I'm asking for you is just be honest, all right?
And the reason why I took off my shoe right here because I'm having growing pains and it hurts when my shoe's on.
Really?
Right here.
You have been growing. You grew 4 inches last year. That's crazy.
This year, from last year to this year.
Yeah.
Because I like. Ow. I can't even fit.
We've gone past our time, so
We wasted 1 minute.
What's one thing you would tell the viewers here about your problems, challenges, and fears? What's one thing you're gonna work on that you're scared of? Are you really gonna work on
Saying
doing more?
Ghosts aren't real.
So you're gonna face your fear of being afraid of the dark more? Is that what you're talking about?
No, not dark.
What?
Ghosts, I said.
Ghosts? Okay.
They're both the exact same thing to me, but sometimes I think not.
So what about them though? What's one thing you're gonna try to start doing to overcome that fear though? If that's gonna be
saying they're not real.
Okay.
They're real. And see, you would feel them.
Yeah.
I feel something touching my hair sometimes.
Yeah.
And so grandma once tried to plug in her blow dryer to draw my hair, and she couldn't because it kept going and then she turned it off mode and then it did it didn't go and it went in and it didn't do that buzzing sound, and then she started doing it wouldn't turn on. And then she
sounds like an electrical problem.
and then she does it again, and then she goes in the other room, and then she does it. Beep, ching, ching, ching. And I go like, I'm lucky. I don't like my hair dried.
Yeah, it sounds like an electrical problem, not a ghost problem. All right. Well, what's one advice you would give another kid your age that said, let me give you an example. Let's say there's another 8-year-old boy that says, "Oh, I am so scared of I'm scared of clowns," or sure. Yeah, let's say a kid's scared of clowns. What would your advice be to that boy? To overcome that fear?
I would say it's okay. And if you think you see it, go look and see if it's actually there.
Yeah, okay. So you'd encourage him to look and confront it more, I guess, is what you're saying? Okay. All right, well, that's good.
Fortunately, I wouldn't, though.
Well, you can't give advice that you wouldn't follow yourself, so that's not what I'm asking you to. I'm not asking you to give false advice.
I would probably do it, but I wouldn't do it eventually. I'm scared.
I was talking about advice that you give somebody that you actually do yourself. You don't want to give advice to somebody that you don't even do yourself, because you can't expect somebody to.
I've seen it in a movie, and the person realized that it actually wasn't real.
Yeah.
And storybots.
Yeah.
About fear.
Oh yeah. Good. They have a topic about fear. Nice. I appreciate that. I like storybots.
I was gonna start watching it again.
You've seen all those a bazillion times.
I know. I don't remember all of them though.
Let's give it a break for a year.
I haven't done it for a year now.
Maybe about half a year now, but yeah, I get the point. All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for our time, sweetie. We're eating up too much time, and
no, we
gotta get ready for.
I don't like that because it's plain tea.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite out of the ones we tried, but it's not bad.
It's not.
I'll take your word for it.
Like, it's not. Like last time you tried it, it wasn't. It was sweet.
And now it's not sweet enough.
And now it's just plain.
Make up your mind. I can't get it perfect.
It was because you put too less.
I'm not like a professional tea barista. I don't know the ratios of sugar and water and tea. All right, give me a break.
You didn't put enough.
All right. So, all right. Well, with that being said, we're gonna get out of here, and I appreciate anybody who's watched this, whoever's watching now, and whoever's gonna be watching this later on. Hopefully, kind of get a little bit of value out of this. Maybe sometime we'll get some children on this podcast eventually. Hopefully, I know it's kind of hard to get.
That'd be cool if we get Evan for up.
It's kind of hard to get kids to sit down and focus, but just being aware of those things, you could do it. They just need a little bit of guidance. But yeah, I appreciate anybody who's watching this. Give us one more time our plugs. Malia, you want to shoot off our platforms real quick? Where can they find us?
YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and I already said it.
All right.
I already said all of them. And have a dynamic duo day.
Yeah, that's not what the tagline is, but I'll tell you and you can say it. So yeah, again, those platforms she mentioned, give us a like, give us a follow, share it, subscribe to us, help us grow this channel, help us get some reach out there. Like I said, there might be some kids that actually enjoy watching some of the things we do. Maybe there's a kid that could benefit from listening to that book. I think we could actually grow this channel and do some good with it. We just need people to kind of absorb some more meaningful content. I like to consider this meaningful content, and what I mean from that is, the opposite of that would be watching Netflix or something. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that they waste a lot of time. So I think this is one of those podcasts, in my opinion, that we're just not wasting time. We're actually providing some value, and we're focused on being better people. So I want to teach that to her. She's into that type of stuff too. She's learning about it. And so, let's keep that momentum going. We really appreciate all that stuff. So, with that being said, let me tell you all right. So before we get out of here, Malia wants to hit you with the tagline, all right?
No, we're both gonna do it at the exact same time.
Okay. All right. Well, again, I enjoyed going over this and reviewing things. Had a fantastic time. We're gonna see you guys next Sunday, but until then, I want you guys to be.
I don't
You
know.
lost it. Be dynamic. Okay.
Now.
You better get used to it because I'm gonna have you start saying that. Bye, folks.
Bye.